It's a pivotal moment for the San Francisco 49ers as they stand with roughly $70 million in salary cap space following Trent Williams' contract extension. The question on every fan's mind: how will the team utilize this financial flexibility? We want to know where you're watching from and your thoughts on the moves the 49ers should make. So drop a comment below. While some of that cap space will be earmarked for rookie contracts, especially given that the bulk of their draft picks were from the later rounds, the real intrigue lies in the potential for strategic signings. The 49ers did not select a player in the first round, meaning the immediate cap hit from this year's draft class is expected to be manageable. However, the looming future contracts of key players such as quarterback Brock Purdy and defensive star Nick Bosa cannot be ignored. Purdy's cap hit is expected to rise significantly, and Bosa's contract will escalate dramatically from 2026 to 2027. This suggests that a significant part of the next year will be spent negotiating a deal for Bosa that lowers that impending spike while still allowing him to maintain an impressive salary. Despite these considerations, the financial landscape does provide an opportunity for the 49ers to bolster their roster. While we may not see any blockbuster signings, many of those high-profile players are already locked in elsewhere. There are still capable veterans on the market who could compete for starting roles. Let's take a closer look at some potential targets. The left guard position has been a concern for the 49ers, and the front office is clearly aware of this. They've already decided to shift tackle Carver Willis to guard, where he will compete with last year's 7th-round pick Connor Colby and veteran Robert Jones. But could they look to the free agency market for a more established option? Joel Bitonio, at 34, would provide solid play and mentorship for Willis as he transitions. Similarly, Kevin Zeitler, who is slightly older at 36, could serve as a short-term solution that doesn't hinder future plans. Defensively, the 49ers have Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw locked in as their starting linebackers, but they'll need a reliable third option. Kyle Van Noy, a two-time Super Bowl champion, could step into that role. He's had a resurgence as a pass rusher, boasting 12.5 sacks just a few seasons ago. And let's not overlook Jadeveon Clowney. Though he's 33, he still managed to record 8.5 sacks last season and would add valuable depth as a situational pass rusher. Now, let's address the right tackle position. The 49ers seem content with Colton McKivitz, but his pass-blocking prowess raises concerns, especially with an expensive quarterback like Purdy who needs to stay healthy. Taylor Decker could be a potential upgrade here. And what about the pass rush? While Clowney could provide depth, Von Miller offers not just skill, but also veteran leadership, a quality that could be invaluable in the locker room. Miller knows what it takes to win, having been a pivotal force in the Rams' Super Bowl run. He could help elevate the team's competitive edge. The 49ers are likely to wait until after the June 1st cuts before making any significant moves. History shows that some strong players can slip through after that date, as evidenced by the signing of Jonathan Goodwin during the Harbaugh era. San Francisco's front office, led by John Lynch, needs to keep their eyes open for any talent that could further strengthen this already formidable roster. As we consider these possibilities, the excitement builds for what comes next. The 49ers have a chance to enhance their roster in a meaningful way, and with the right moves, they could be poised for a strong run in the upcoming season. Let's see how this unfolds as we transition to our next topic.
In a significant move that has shaken up the financial landscape of the NFL, the San Francisco 49ers have extended offensive tackle Trent Williams, positioning themselves at the top of the league in available salary cap space. This is not just a minor detail, it's a game changer. As fans, we should take a moment to appreciate the implications of this strategic decision. What does this mean for the team's future? Where are you watching from? And what do you think about this financial maneuvering? Let's dive into the details. As it stands, the 49ers boast an impressive figure in available salary cap space, with estimates ranging from $69.9 million to $71.3 million, depending on the source. This gives them a distinct edge over the Tennessee Titans, who trail behind with about $63 million. Such financial flexibility is unprecedented and sets the stage for potential strategic acquisitions that could bolster the roster. With approximately $10.5 million earmarked for their 8 draft picks, the 49ers are still looking at a substantial cushion moving forward. Trent Williams' contract extension has been pivotal in reshaping the team's financial outlook. By slashing his 2026 salary cap hit from a staggering $46.3 million down to a more palatable $20 million, the 49ers have created a wealth of short-term flexibility while ensuring long-term roster stability. This move highlights the franchise's commitment to building a sustainable competitive team in the years to come. However, let's not confuse this flexibility with a guarantee of a spending spree. The front office is likely to roll over some of this cap space into the 2027 season, using it strategically rather than impulsively. As we analyze the current cap situation, it's crucial to note that quarterback Brock Purdy now carries the team's largest cap hit for 2026 at $23.7 million. Following closely are defensive end Nick Bosa at $23 million, Williams himself at $20 million, and linebacker Fred Warner at $17.9 million. This lineup of financial commitments underlines the importance of these key players in the 49ers' championship aspirations. Their performances will be critical as the team seeks to balance immediate success with future sustainability. Now is the time for the 49ers to assess their needs and potential opportunities. Whether it's adding depth to the offensive line, reinforcing the defense, or perhaps even considering a splash move for an elite playmaker, the financial landscape has opened doors that were previously shut. Fans should keep a keen eye on the trade rumors, as the team has the means to make impactful additions that could take them to the next level. As we move forward, the question remains, how will the front office capitalize on this financial advantage? Will they be proactive in pursuing talent that fits their system, or will they play it safe and focus on developing their current roster? These decisions will be critical as the 49ers strive to reclaim their status as a perennial contender in the league. Let's transition now to the next topic, where we will explore the latest developments surrounding the team's draft strategy and how it aligns with their overarching goals for the upcoming season. Stay tuned. As we wrap up our coverage of the 49ers' recent draft decisions, there's plenty to dissect about their surprising choice on the second night of the draft. After trading down twice in round one, San Francisco shocked the football world by selecting Ole Miss wide receiver De'Zhaun Stribling at number 33. Now, this wasn't a pick most analysts anticipated. In fact, Stribling wasn't widely projected to be worthy of such a high selection. But the 49ers front office, particularly Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, saw something special in him as the pre-draft evaluations heated up. It's worth noting that even just weeks before the draft, Stribling was viewed as a late second-round or early third-round prospect, according to reports. However, the 49ers decision-makers saw potential that others overlooked, leading to his ascension as the sixth wide receiver off the board this year. This choice raises eyebrows, especially when you consider that players like Denzel Boston and Jeremy Bernard, who had more hype surrounding them, were still available. The question we have to ask ourselves is, did the 49ers make a calculated risk, or did they reach for a player that might not pan out? Critics will point to the fact that Daniel Jeremiah had Stribling ranked 62nd on his big board, while ESPN Scouts Incorporated had him even lower at 76th. The 49ers have struggled historically in the middle rounds when it comes to identifying wide receiver talent. Just think about Dante Pettis, Jalen Hurd, and Danny Gray, all day two picks who failed to live up to expectations. Yet, we can't ignore the success stories like Deebo Samuel and Jawan Jennings, plus the first-round pick Brandon Ayuk, who has shown flashes of brilliance. San Francisco's receiving core is in flux, to say the least. They've got a promising first-rounder from last year, Ricky Pearsall, who's still trying to stamp his authority on the field. With injury concerns surrounding him and the statuses of Ayuk and Jennings, it's clear the front office felt an aggressive offseason was necessary. The additions of Mike Evans and Christian Kirk signal that the 49ers are not just looking for depth, they want to ensure they have a formidable receiving group going into the season. Stribling will be vying for playing time among seasoned veterans and other rookie contracts, adding to the competitive atmosphere. It's fascinating to consider how the draft strategy unfolded. The 49ers weren't initially set on taking Stribling at number 27. They had a list of players they were comfortable selecting, but when those options evaporated, they had already set the parameters for trading down with Miami. This tactical maneuvering allowed the Dolphins to select cornerback Chris Johnson while San Francisco moved down again, letting the Jets snag Omar Cooper Jr. at number 30. This trade-down strategy could be seen as savvy, but it also raises the stakes for Stribling. Comparisons between him and Cooper are inevitable, especially since Cooper was rated much higher by the draft community. It's also worth noting Stribling's performance at the Combine. He turned heads with a blazing 4.36-second 40-yard dash at 207 pounds, showcasing the athleticism that caught the 49ers' eye. His college career was no slouch either, with back-to-back 800-plus-yard receiving seasons at Oklahoma State and Ole Mississippi. His connection with Cam Ward at Washington State further proves he can be a reliable target. Interestingly, the 49ers were also fielding calls about the number 33 pick, confirming there was interest in Stribling from other teams. The decision to stay put and draft him implies a strong belief in his potential, essentially a declaration that they see him as a diamond in the rough who can prove all the skeptics wrong. If Stribling can adapt quickly to the NFL game, the 49ers could find themselves with a richly talented receiver group by 2026. As we close this chapter on the draft, it's crucial for fans and analysts alike to keep an eye on this rookie and his development within the 49ers system. The stakes are high, and the pressure is on not just Stribling but the entire coaching staff to make this gamble pay off. So, where are you watching from, and what do you think about the 49ers' bold choice? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights and reactions about our beloved San Francisco 49ers.